bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? It's Clutch. We're back out with another video, man. Today's video, I got you guys with this rare, versatile offensive force build in NBA 2K23. Now, this actually is a pretty rare point guard build that I did want to show you guys today. It's actually really solid. So today we're going to get straight into it. Now, you could either make it a point guard or shooting guard. It's going to be a small guard, so I'd probably recommend point guard, but you could make it shooting guard if you want to. And this other stuff doesn't matter. That's personal preference. Alright, moving on to the height with this build. Now, I have seen 6'8". Let me just get this out the way. This build isn't going to have any defense. It's going to be an offensive juggernaut, so there's really no point in going 6'8". We're going to be making a 6'1". People are probably saying, oh, why don't you go like 6'2", 6'3"? I tried doing that, but 6'1" is just the most like meta height. It's like 6'9". They just give you the most attributes, so we're going to take advantage and go 6'1", because if you try copying this build down at 6'2" or 6'3", you're not going to have enough attributes to do so. So go 6'1", and then wait. We are going to 174 pounds for the 94 acceleration. I'm actually going to show you guys because I'm going to give you guys two different versions. So go 174, and then wingspan go 6'7". Yeah, 6'7", because we're going 92 3 ball for goal limitless range. So do that, and then body shape doesn't matter. I'm just going to pick define. Alright, moving on to the attributes for this versatile offensive threat build, man. Make sure you guys do copy it down just like this. So the close shot does have to be an 85 in order to get this build name, which is not bad. Getting gold fearless, gold fast twitch, as you guys see, gold masher has to be that high. If you take it anything lower, it will change the name of the build. Same thing with the driving layup. This driving layup has to be really high. You're probably thinking, oh, let's go 88 for long athlete layup or 89 for gold slithery. Can't do that. Has to be at least a 90 in order to get this build name. If you don't go 90, it's going to give you a completely different build name. So go 80 driving layup. And driving dunk, we're taking this all the way up to an 80, which is not bad. You're getting the best dunks in the game. Quick drops off one, and silver limos takeoff. You can't take it to an 86 for the pro driving contact dunks and gold limos takeoff. It'll change the name of the build. The highest you can actually go is 80 driving dunk, which is not bad. Alright, moving on to shooting with this build, man. Mid-range shot does have to be crazy insane high. Has to be an 88 for the extra badge point. You're probably saying, why do I need my mid-range this high? In order to get the build name, it has to be this high. You take anything lower, it changes the name of the build. So you do have to go 88 mid-range. And like I said, we went 6'7" wingspan for the 92 3 ball, as you guys see, which does unlock gold limitless range, which is really nice. Gold agent. All these tier 3s are gold, and you have a lot of Hall of Fame shooting badges, which is definitely not bad at all. Plus, you can use like the Stephen Curry base and stuff like that with this really high 3 ball, which is really nice. All right, moving on to free throw. This is going all the way up to an 80, so make sure you guys do that. And moving on to playmaking with this build, pass accuracy does have to be an 86. Cannot be anything lower unless if it's not an 86, it will change the name of the build. But this is not bad. Get all your playmaking badges on Hall of Fame, gold bailout, and the LaMelo Ball pass style. That's going to be really nice. Now, ball handle. We are bumping this all the way up to a 96, I believe. Yeah, 96, which is not bad. You're getting Hall of Fame clamp breaker, Hall of Fame unpluckable, and gold handles for days. That's pretty much all you need. Hall of Fame clamp breaker is something crazy. Now, like I said, I am going to show you guys a different version of the build, so make sure you guys don't click off the video yet. Stay tuned. So we're going 96 ball handle, and like I said, this build isn't going to have any defense. Just wait though, I'm going to explain this a little bit later. So moving on to physicals with this build, man, we're going all the way up to an 80 speed. That's definitely the bare minimum in my opinion. We're only going 90 acceleration. Now let me tell you guys, that was the main thing. So in order to get this Hall of Fame clamp breaker 96 ball handle, you did have to sacrifice the acceleration a little bit. 90 is definitely not bad. That's definitely the bare minimum you ever want to go. Like I said, I'm gonna show you guys a different version in a minute. So go 90 acceleration. Vertical, we do need a 60 for the quick drops off one, which you do have, and the rest of these attributes are going on a stamina. You are going to be having a 92 stamina, which is definitely not bad. Now, as you guys see, this build has 22 finishing, 28 shooting, 25 playmaking, and 1 defensive for this versatile offensive threat build. Now you're probably wondering, oh, why would I make a build with no defense? This is definitely not bad. Obviously, you're a small guard. You want to use this build on the 3s or the rec, like 5v5 or something like that. This will only work on the 3s if you have a good squad, like you have a good lockdown guarding ball and you have a really good big man. I wouldn't recommend using this build playing with randoms because they're going to expect you to guard ball, and then obviously you're going to get cooked because you have no defense. I think this is more of like a rec build in my opinion, because it's way easier to hide this build in the corner, because like there's 4 other defenders that can easily help you out. So like this would be better for rec, but this would work on the 3s. You just have to have 2 really good teammates, a really good lockdown defender, and then a really good big man. All right, now like I said, I was to show you guys a different version of the build. So if you don't care about Hall of Fame clamp breaker and you want higher acceleration, take this down to a 94. 94 is not bad. That is where you unlock gold handles for days. And as you guys see, now you can get a 94 acceleration, then put the stamina to a 95, and the rest goes on to free throw. I know some people are probably saying, oh, you're a small guard, you need at least a 94, 95 acceleration, which I do understand. So if you guys do want that, sacrifice your ball handle a little bit and then you can get a 94 acceleration, which is a 98 with gym rat. I couldn't get the 95, but 94 to 95 is obviously not a difference. It's only 1 point, so it just depends. 90 is definitely the bare minimum. I'm gonna recommend that because Hall of Fame Clamp Breaker is such a good badge, so I'm gonna sacrifice the acceleration a little bit. We're gonna go back up to 96 ball handle for Hall of Fame Clamp Breaker. This is what I'm gonna recommend you guys do. I was to tell you guys, you can also make this build with defense. I actually made a separate version that had a 70 perimeter and an 85 steal. You can just sacrifice the driving hook all the way down to a 25. Personally, I am going to recommend this build with the 96 ball handle. If you want the higher acceleration, you definitely could. I'm going to recommend this though. All right, moving on to takeovers with this build, man. We do get slasher, shot creator, sharpshooter, and playmaker. You do have gold limitless range. If you throw on one limitless range takeover, you can pull from half court. Well, not even half court. You can pull from like almost full court pretty much, because you're going to have Hall of Fame limitless range since you already have gold. So I'm gonna go one limitless range takeover. If you want slashing take, you definitely could. Since we do have such a high driving layup, I think advanced gathers might not be bad if you're gonna be doing a lot of like Euro step layups or something like that, just because we do have such a high layup. I mean, you could throw that on, or shot creator, pull up precision is not bad, or if you want to break ankles. I think personally I'm just gonna throw on easy blow bys. If you do want to throw on play take, you do have a really high pass accuracy, you definitely could, or shot creator. It's completely up to you. This is just what I'm gonna roll with personally. And as you guys can see, man, this build is similar to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Trae Young, and Stephen Curry. Like I said, this build is called a versatile offensive force. A very, very rare build name right there. It's actually pretty cool that we get the Stephen Curry comparison too. That's who I was thinking of when I made this build, and we do have its comparison right there. Now I'm going to show you guys my personal recommendations for the badges. Let's get this to 99 overall real quick. All right, moving on to finishing. So we do have a lot of finishing badges, 22 finishing badges. You definitely want Fearless on gold, and I think I'm gonna get gold Acrobat just so we can access those tier 3s. Now, I was gonna say core limos takeoff, but that's gonna be impossible since it's silver. But we do have gold Slithery. Definitely want to core this badge. Definitely want silver limos takeoff. I don't really think you need posterizer because you don't have any contact dunks. You don't really need that, so I'm gonna sacrifice that. Definitely want Giant Slayer. You are a 6'1" guard. That's gonna be really nice. Plus, you do have an insanely high layup. And as you guys see, the rest of these badges are just post-score badges. Obviously, you don't need those, so I'm just going to go Silver Aerial Wizard. Not really much else you can put it on, unless you want to add one extra badge and get Fast Twitch Bronze. That's definitely an option. If not, just throw on Silver Aerial Wizard and call it a day. That's pretty good for finishing. All right, moving on to shooting with the Spillman. 28 shooting badges, which is absolutely insane. You definitely want Green Machine. I'm going to get Silver Amp just so we can access those tier 3s. Now, I'm a core Agent 3s. You can either core Limitless Range or Agent, whichever one you core first. I'm a core Agent. Definitely want Gold Limitless. I'm going to throw on Gold Blinders. That's a pretty good badge as well. You definitely do want to get Hall of Fame Amped. And I think I'm going to get Silver Mini Magician. You're probably wondering, oh, why don't I just throw this on Volume Shooter? Keep in mind, you do have an 88 mid-range, which is absolutely insane. If you want to fade the mid-range, you easily could. You almost have a 90 mid-range. Honestly, I was to tell you guys, if you're going to be playing like that, you could throw 2 extra badges onto shooting for this Hall of Fame Mini Magician. If not, this is still pretty good. I don't think you really need it, Hall of Fame. If you want it though, definitely could. That's what I'm gonna recommend for shooting. All right, moving on to playmaking with this build, man. 25 playmaking badges. You definitely want Hall of Fame Quick First Step, and I'm just gonna get Silver Unpluckable just so we can access these tier 3s. Now we do have Clamp Breaker on Hall of Fame. Highly would recommend you core this badge. You definitely want gold handles for days. I'm gonna come down and get Hall of Fame Unpluckable. I think I'm gonna get gold bailout, and then 1 badge left. Just throw it on Needle Threader, or if you want like Dimer, Floor General, it's completely up to you. I think that's pretty good right there. Don't really need anything else. I know some people are probably saying Hyperdrive is a good badge. I mean, you definitely could throw it on. I don't really use it. I think Bailout's definitely the better badge. If you want it, then maybe you could sacrifice Bailout, do something like this. Now you can get it on gold, or actually no, you can get a Hall of Fame. If you want to add at least 3 extra badges for Bronze Bailout, that works. I don't really think Hyperdrive is that needed, honestly. You're still a 6'1" with crazy high acceleration. I don't think you need it. So I'm gonna recommend you guys do this for playmaking. All right, moving on to defense with this build, man. Obviously only 1 defensive badge. It's not a defensive build. This doesn't really matter. I'm just going to throw it on off-ball pest. It's going to help you from not getting backdoored. Obviously, this build has no defense. It doesn't really matter what you put this defensive badge on. But that's pretty much the end of the video, man. That is the new rare versatile offensive force build in NBA 2K23. Let me know what you guys think about this build in the comment section below, man. If you guys have any other rare builds you guys would like me to make, please let me know down in the comment section below, and I will shout you out right when the video starts. Make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out.